So my advice to other entrepreneurs would be that first, they just understand the market timing of where their industry is in the greater scheme of things. In our situation, we were a cash business. We ran everything on cash basis, and we learned into the process that we really needed to have a lot more of our business running on accrual and running in a GAAP mode. And so I can't emphasize enough to have your house in order as it relates to the accounting and finance side and being run in a GAAP, using GAAP. So that was number one. Number two, when it comes to really working with the crew, we worked hours and hours and hours. In fact, I've said this a number of times. I don't know how Growth Point does it. The crew works so hard. And so it took a ton of focus for us to work through the process, to educate, to really work the model together. And that took us, we really had to be prepared to not leave the business in a bad place where we didn't take our eye off the business and it run into the ground. So we were very fortunate to have great leaders who ran the business without two or three of us that were keenly focused on the transaction itself. And then the third thing would be when you're building a model to demonstrate value and communicate value to the prospective buyer, that you don't take it lightly. You've really got to focus on what OpEx issues exist, what CapEx issues exist, how you're running the model, the assumptions that are being used to project future revenues, future EBITDA, because all those little things matter a lot after the transaction. And so just would really recommend that you focus on understanding the model along the way. There's so many things moving, going on in the middle of the transaction that it's easy to take your eye off that, but I would really encourage you to stay really attuned to the model.